So, for your information, so that if we go over 12 o'clock, we won't have no problem with it. Because if I started just to preach now, even if I did 30 minutes or 40 minutes, it would be almost 12, which I'm not starting right now. I just wanted to inform you. FYI. For your information. Amazingly, that's Dwayne or Dwight? Dwayne, the one that spelled it.
Oh, yes.
Dwayne, he just came to me. He told me, I want a spelling bee. I said, I saw you on Facebook. Congratulations. That's a challenge to run a spelling bee. To spell, some adults can't even spell yet. Child, he's spelling. That's Pat. That's one of your youth. God bless you, and congratulations again. Yeah, he was smiling on Facebook. You know, the social media has some positive sides to it. And a lot of you are more famous now than you've ever been. you worldwide now. You worldwide. That's all over the world. Whoever want to tap in. And some of you are really faithful with it. Communicating your achievements and so forth, and that's good. And some of you do what's the right thing. Always keep Jesus out there, and keep God out there in your tagging in, because people need to hear about Jesus. And we're coming to the end of our time. Jesus is coming soon. You and I do not know the hour, nor the day, nor the month or the year, but he's coming soon. And when I said it's sooner than it was when you were born. So just think about that. And well, he may not come while we're living, perhaps, but the soon means soon. Compared to the time that God has allowed for this world, soon is soon on God's schedule. And to us, it may be a long time. Like the Lord sometimes, is he going to bless you soon? Sometimes you wait and say, what? Why? I've been waiting 5 years for this. But you know, when his word goes out, it's soon to happen. But you got to wait patiently. And then you will see the manifestation of it. I heard you said, I like that song, Pastor D, the last one, that praise song. That was my style. I got into that one. We worship you, Lord. And that lingered. We said praise is getting all the atmosphere, the spirit of praise, yes, all over the building. And there's a lightness in here. I'm talking about where you feel light in your spirit. And some of you forgotten about your bills now. And that's what you're supposed to do. Get so carried away with God, you forget about your natural things and get into the spiritual things. Why come to church if we can't forget some of that stuff? And why we have to carry it while we're in the service, you won't get no praise out. But when you release your praise, there's a raise in praise. The pain will go away in praise. Your body will feel better in praise. Your attitude will change in praise. I just got a message from Eloise a testimony about her brother, how the Lord cleared up $500,000 of debt. Student loan was forgiven after he waited 6 or 7 months. Cleared it up. It's debt free. Through him going through the ministry of the Quarter 2 ministry. And she said, you started this, Pastor, but we didn't know what it was about. Now we know. Amen. Tools of faith. Who's that testified one day, said, God uses so many tools. That was you, was it, Priscilla? This has been my ministry since I started pastoring. Using tools of faith. And I even told people, way back in Nashville, I talked to people, I said, go to the eye doctor, go to the dentist. They are tools for you. Don't sit up and say the Lord's going to pull my teeth, my tooth, Pyrrhia going to pull it if you don't go to the dentist. That dentist is your tool. God's working for you through the dentist, through the eye doctor. I went to the eye doctor. The Lord's going to do it. He is going to do it, and he did it. Well, that's Mother Patrick and I. He did it through a tool. And it works well. Some of you have to use a cane. Use the cane. It's a tool so you won't fall. Until then, God says. Go ahead and use your insulin. Until then. Until then. What I mean then. Until he manifests total healing, keep on doing what you got to do. Tools of faith. Now you can go ahead and try to get a nail in the wood if you want to with your hand. You're gonna bust your hand open. But get you a hammer. And you'll get that nail in. Now you can get your horse and buggy and come to church if you want to. But get you a car with 300 horses under the hood. There's no sense in you not using the tools. There's communication system now. There's tools to communicate. But use it properly. Amen. I'm happy to see all of you all. I missed the other people, but I was happy to see who's here. Give yourselves a hand. And the Lord told me to tell you, he's the one who got you here today. He's the one that brought you here. You had a partner with you. Jesus walked you right into this building. Even though you woke up this morning and said, I may not go today, but the Holy Spirit got on your case. I said the Holy Spirit got on your case. And you heard the Holy Spirit. And the more you obey the Holy Spirit, the more he'll talk to you. I told somebody the other day, counseling him, I said, when you listen to the Holy Spirit, and do what it says, obey the Holy Spirit, it will talk to you often because it knows you will pay attention and you will obey. You start disobeying the Holy Spirit, it gets silent. You won't have no direction. It turns you over to what you want to do because it sees you're not going to do what it says do. I'm telling you something. Whatever the Holy Spirit tells you to do, do it. I don't care. And you people heard the Holy Spirit today. I know all of you didn't get up with your mind coming to church. There's 5 or 6 of you didn't plan to come. I can call you out if I wanted to, but I'm a prophet. I can call you out. I can pick you out. I'm not going to embarrass you. You know why? Because you obeyed the Holy Spirit. You were obedient to the Holy Spirit. You said, I sure didn't plan to come, but I'm here. How did I get here? Because you had an usher called Jesus that walked you in here. And now you're glad you came. Now you can say, I was glad when they said unto me, let us go to the house of the Lord. Thank you for obeying you, Holy Spirit. Tell the Holy Spirit, thank you for obeying you. And the Holy Spirit says back to you, thank you for obeying. I don't know how much a partner the Holy Spirit is. It's so close to you. It's where it's secure. It walks alongside of you. It walks right alongside of you. It's your constant partner. And it manifests the works of Jesus through you. If you open up to that, what I'm saying to you, you will see greater works coming out of you. Brother Freddie said this morning, you'll be laying hands on the sick when the Holy Spirit leads you. You'll be holding their hand, they won't know what you're doing. You'll be praying for them. They may not tell you, but something happened to them then. Because the Holy Spirit don't make no mistakes. It will touch that person at the point of their need. It will give you favor with that person. Hallelujah, glory to God. That person will start favoring you because they know when you touch, they can't identify how that happened. But they will say, something about that man, something about that woman. I want to get to know him more. And you don't know who you hold, you don't know who you touch. It may be a millionaire that will come back and give you favor. I'm talking to somebody today. Let the Holy Spirit lead you on your job. Be kind. What did I say that on the post? Your kindness, what? Y'all forgot? What did I say about kindness? Huh? What did it say?
You said blessings written, okay. Blessings, joy, and gratitude and kindness are, I can't even read this, Pastor, I wrote it so fast. But what it sounded like was the blessings and the joy and the kindness it's gonna be in your life. It's gonna envelop you, and it's gonna radiate from you. God is gonna let it radiate from you. That it's gonna be all in your life to bless your life and to bless others' lives. That kindness and that joy and the blessings of God.
Yes. And then I said, start looking at God. Put focus on God for this whole year. Practice it. And you're going to experience peace like you never experienced in 2018. Starting, if you haven't started, start it today. When I get up here, I'm attempting to help you to live a more fruitful life with Christ. Not the same old religious Christian life you've been living. It's time for a shifting in your life. I don't want you to be a church member. I want you to be a spiritual being going to church. That's why I don't get you emotionally involved with you. And I could do that. But emotions ain't gonna hold you in the times you're facing now. You're going through some changes now. You're meeting some challenges you never met in your life. Your government is shut down. Never in the history of this length of time. And it's going to continue. I told you all before this happened, it was going to get worse. Marvin reminded me, I warned you, the prophet warned you. And after that, it shut down. And you ain't seen nothing yet. Here is middle-class people in line in Washington, D.C., having meals. One young man said, I never dreamed I would have to come to the line. He said, but I came to volunteer and to serve while I'm eating. So I have no food at home. Overnight, most people on one paycheck away from going bankruptcy anyway. How many of you can miss 2 or 3 weeks now and still stay afloat? Think about it. This is what's happening to these people. Over 1 million people now. And it's rippling. It's having a rippling effect on other people. Have you got your refund check? Look for it, see. But they want your money from the IRS. They want your payoff. They were taking that in. What you say now?
I worked for government for over 31 years. And out of the whole 31 years, we were furloughed one time, one day. And we went right back to work. I've never seen it like this. And like I said, I was with the system for a very long time. But this is the worst that they've ever had it to. This is the longest furlough they've ever had to in the history of the government.
And I noticed that there was no wall attached to your check. We need a wall around our houses, some of us. And we live too far from Mexico to be worried about anything. And why don't the states down there work on a wall if they want it? The borderline states, they don't want no wall. That's a toy that man wants. I had a dream about him, Pastor D. 4 or 5 nights ago. I won't tell y'all right now, but I had a dream. I was sitting right by him in the dream. And I saw the reaction of what happened. I saw some things in that dream that's going to happen. And as a prophet, some things I don't want God to show me, but he shows it to me. And I must warn you all again. You better tap into the Lord's house. This is the house you better tap into. And be faithful here, and faithful to hearing the gospel, and faithful to serving God daily, and you won't have no effects in your life at all. As a matter of fact, some of you are going to get better off this year. Hallelujah! You're going to get better off in the storm of the economy. And people be wondering, how you going so well? So I'm connected with the head man. I'm connected with God. I'm connected with Jesus. And he said, I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. We ain't gonna have to beg. As a matter of fact, the Lord gonna show you how he works better in your life than he's ever shown you. You'll have food on your table and food to give away. Clothes on your back and clothes to give away. Money in your pocket and money to share. Hallelujah. Gold and silver. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. You'll have anything you want. Plus you'll have favor that you never had before. You watch it. You watch what I tell you. This year, said 2019, like you said. This is the year of my powerful blessings, overflow blessings, miracles. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. Let's watch it. Yeah, see the Lord. The Lord just lets the saints see and stand back and watch it. Just stand back and watch it and smile. So better days ahead for me. Other folk gonna suffer, but you're gonna be the helping hand. And you'll be ready to help them, because you'll have something to help them with. Amen. So somebody say amen. Let the church say amen. If you got a business, how many of y'all got a business of your own? If it's a small business, hold your hand up. I want you to stand up. You got a business, even if it's a small business that you operate, you own. All right. I decree today, on this day in January, that Marvelly, Eloise, and Carriage Sr., your business will prosper this year more than it's ever in the history of you running it. I decree it so. I decree it so. Your tithes going to increase by at least 30 to 40% for this year. And I'll say amen to that, and I won't take it back. Carrie Jr., Senior, you came at the right day today. God's going to turn it around for you. Marvin, you may have to get some more workers now. As sure as I stand here, and I decree to these saints of God who have faithfully paid their tithes, everybody that's paid their tithes, stand on your feet. You're going to pay it today. Stand on your feet. I said tithe payers. I ain't talking about robbers. Don't stand if you robbing. Because if you stand and you robbing, you ain't going to get nothing out of this. Tell the truth by standing. I am, for the first time in my ministry, decreeing to these tithe payers that God's going to show you by himself what your tithe is meant to him. By the Malachi 3rd chapter. Hallelujah! He's going to open windows of heaven on you. Windows of heaven. These are the windows of heaven, not windows of not the Bank of America, windows of heaven. It outshines the banks. It outdoes the banks. The windows of heaven gonna open up on you this, hallelujah. This first quarter you're gonna start seeing it and pour you out a blessing you won't have room enough to receive. Hallelujah. And that's what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. You're going to have, so you don't have room to receive it. That means you have to give away a lot. You're going to have to give away a lot because you ain't going to have room for it. Your house and your apartment won't have room for it, so you have to give away a lot of it. And the more you give away, the more going to come back to you. You're going to see it happen as sure as I stand here. I decree it, and I won't take it back. And you say amen, and take your seat. Thank you, Holy Ghost. Thank you, Holy Ghost. I want to tell you something. You think you surprised what's happening. I am too. I have no idea that this is going to come out of me today. I had no idea I was going to say that to you and conduct this service this way. I just told the Lord before I came in here, I said, God, you do something unusual today. I want you to give me a little encouragement and let me know you still using me. And I started in Marvelous Car. We had church before I came in here. I said, we done had our church in her car. That had never happened before. Got here and still went on to have church. And God led me just now. And I can feel it in my spirit as strong can be. You people of God have labored and have served God faithfully and sacrificially. And God says, I did not forget it. Now I'm going to show you, God said, I'm going to show you me in action. I saw your action. Pastor D, Pastor William, L. Stewart, Dwayne, I saw your action. I saw what you did. I saw you back there, Beverly. I saw your action. I saw you. I saw you, Betty. Now I'm going to let you see me in action. I want you to say with me, God, you saw my action. Now I'm looking to see your action. And I know, God, your action gonna blow my mind. And it is. Y'all get ready now. I'm like Bishop Jake now. Get ready, get ready, get ready. All right. Hallelujah. Woo! I feel this thing. Hallelujah. Oh God. Oh God, I feel this thing. Thank you, Jesus. Priscilla, did you start that job? And something promotion-wise gonna happen as quick as you started it. Watch it. All right, bring your tithes and offerings, saints. Bring your tithes and offerings. Put your miracle seed with your offering today, so we won't have to come back again. Bring your tithes.